Hey there, it's Derek here from Pacific Coast Auto in Japan, and we're looking at a 2014 Nissan Serena. This one here is a Rider Autech version, but also the S Hybrid Edition. The engine here is a 2000cc, it's automatic transmission. This one here has two-wheel drive. And we'll take a look at the condition of the vehicle and then compare it to the vehicle inspection sheet from auction. This one is actually going to Aruba, not a country we send to very often, but of course, as long as you can import cars, we can send to any country in the world. That is no problem. We've probably sent to, I don't know, probably more than 50 countries. Most of what we export to is USA, Canada, Europe, because we can speak English pretty well, and all of those places can be customers in English pretty well. But some of these island nations we send to semi-frequently. One of the problems is that the import taxes are pretty high, and as a personal thing, like me being the owner of the company, I don't mess around with falsifying documents such as invoices to do prices at a lower rate. And so there are a lot of people in island countries that have high cost of importing, and they request us to do that. And when we tell them no, we don't get their business. So that's a big part of why we don't do it. Having said that, though, in my opinion, if there is a company that is like, sure, we can lie and cheat on your benefit, they're also going to be doing lying and cheating out of your benefit as well. So do keep that in mind. Okay. Close the hood there. We'll take a look at the auction inspection sheet here. I will say that there is mechanically no issues with the car. The only concern really is the front bumper having a little bit of damage on it. It has fairly high mileage for the age of the vehicle, but of course you get to pick your own vehicle and your own mileage and your own conditions before you bid on it. I will say that a Serena hybrid with this much mileage is going to be very cheap, but still very reliable, and this one is in pretty good condition, so I think probably a success for the win of this one. So let's go over the sheet now. It's a 2014 Serena. It says a Rider Bryline. I don't know what Bryline is. Weird. S Hybrid. It's an Autech version though. So the Autech version, you get a few differences. I'm not sure exactly what you get, but one of them is the Autech wheels. You probably get different aero pieces or garnish bits, so like the front bumper might look a little bit different, and then maybe some different interior fabrics or something. Autech is an in-house tuning brand, kind of like Mugen is for Honda, or TRD is for Toyota, or I guess Gazoo Racing or GR is to Toyota now. Okay, so the sales points here are reverse monitor and aftermarket rear monitor. It's a Carzaria unit. It looks really nice, and the screen is quite big. I'll show you when we get to the interior. It says dual power sliding doors, and then the SD card for the Navi is going to be sent to the owner, as well as the BCAS card, which is required for Japanese TV. You don't really need it. A rear, and the remote control for the rear monitor. Windshield rock chip, which is nothing that you really have to worry too much about. Here's an example of what one of them looks like. See right between my fingers there. And it doesn't go through the windshield, so it doesn't really need a repair most of the time, but you can take it to a shop and they'll repair it. It looks like there's another one there, and then they have more on the hood. So it could have been a lot of highway miles on the car, or it could have been a very fast driver accumulating those rock chips. Steering wheel wear, seat wear, wheels scratched. Not really that scratched. Door mirror scratched. Underside surface rust and corrosion. Now, these modern cars have a lot of plastic on the underside, which prevents a lot of corrosion, but also prevents me from seeing where the corrosion is, so I couldn't see any. I did find some rust on the little cover that goes over the batteries, like the hybrid batteries. Right here, rear floor. And so, probably would be a good idea to clean that up, but nothing looks concerning there. And I think that's what they're talking about. Though, I don't know because I can't see everything. Okay, it says interior slightly dirty, and then very small scratches, small dents. You also have an A1 here, which I'll show you. It is a little bit concerning. And then A1 here. That's right. These kind of damages, they are A1. This one here is a little bit bigger than I would have liked. It stands out a lot. And a similar one is on the pillar over there. And then front bumper A3, and I'll show that to you here. Now, it looks like a lot of that is a substance that has been put onto the car, and you should be able to get rid of it with a proper polishing or clay bar to get some of that out. So anyway, let's take you for a tour around it. You can see the Nissan Serena. This one would compete with Honda's Stepwagon and Toyota's Noah or Voxy. I feel like in the used market, the Serena is the least expensive of those. I'm not sure if the price has to do with quality of the vehicle so much as it has to do with just brand recognition. In a lot of countries, a Toyota is worth more than any other brand, regardless of the condition. People just know Toyota means quality, I'll buy the Toyota. It can mean you get nice vehicles that compete at a lower price. I feel like both the Stepwagon and the Serena are kind of there for me. Good quality vehicles at a lower price with no real tangible difference other than the fact that they don't have that brand cachet that Toyota does in many, particularly African countries, are that way. Okay, continue around. Okay. Now let's look at some of the details. So we have a little bit of chrome fade right here in the grille. The chrome finish is kind of fading away. Have a close look right there, and you'll be able to see what I mean. Headlights are also faded. This is something you can polish up. And then make sure you put on like a UV coating, otherwise they'll do it again. And this is a two-part. The marker light above has the same issue, and the headlight, like in this area here, you can see it, and right here. Has fog lights down here in the bumper, and then lots of bug splats all over the front end. So most of these are what you see that looks like rock chips are going to be bug splats. There are 2 rock chips here. And then as promised, here's the kind of bigger one that's on the A pillar. Okay, you can see a little bit of rust starting in that. Okay, the roof looks fine in my opinion. Let's go down the sides. Side panels, looking good. You actually have a really good solid vehicle outside of the front bumper basically. Bug splats on there as well. Door handles here, same thing with the chrome fade, and it's about, the other side has it as well, but it's about 25% as bad as this side is. If you take a look here, you'll really be able to see it. Okay, there's plastic armor down here that prevents like door dings and things like that from getting the metal. And so you seem to be in pretty good condition coming down here. Back bumper is very low. Honda does the same thing. Their hatches go way down, making it really easy to put things into the back if you want. This one here being the hybrid version. Oh no, it doesn't have the batteries there. I wonder where they put the batteries. Anyway, I'll come back to the interior in a second. And look at this. The rear bumper, probably because it's an Autech version, has a rear diffuser looking fins in it. Pretty cool, I think. Pure Drive S Hybrid. I don't know what the S Hybrid means. The S could be sports. Could be, I don't know, simple hybrid? I don't think so. Coming down this side, all side panel, very good. So I'm just going to gloss past this quickly. Okay, tires come from 2022. So it's only a 2-year-old tire. They have pretty much full tread. They're Toyo summer tire. Probably good for Aruba. Okay, and I guess that's everything for the outside. So let's go into the interior now. We'll start with the trunk. And I feel like I was just here. Okay, dampers work. The back doesn't go up that high. If you're 6 foot tall, you're gonna hit your head on this. I'm 5'10", and I can hit my head on it. So if you're 5'10", you can hit your head on it. See? Pretty decent looking in here. Unlike the Honda, they don't have stow-and-go seats like the Stepwagon does. So these ones here don't rotate into the floor. Even though I got a little bit excited thinking that they might, because it looks like there's a space for seats there. It's very deep, lots of room in there. And then if you have the seats in the proper position, you still get a decent amount of room, very similar to most vans. And then you can flip these off to the side if you need to get them out of the way. So these fold down and then fold up to the side on hinges right there. Okay? These ones also can go forward and back. You get little TV trays that can flip up. You get these on 4 of the 8 seats in the car. So one there, one there, one there, and one there. Okay? And I feel like the seats in the back, they're decent. Decent comfort, decent size, can fit adults into them. If you are going to have adults in the very back row regularly, I would recommend you try something like an Alphard or Elgrand or something a little bit bigger than the Serena. You will pay more for those, but they are a higher end vehicle, so you get more luxuries as well. Plenty of leg room in here. These seats are just like the back ones, pretty simple. They're a little bit larger. Usually in a van you'll get that. You've got the best seats, the medium seats, and then the worst seats. So this one here, you open up, you can get to the back. It's not my favorite system. I would really like it if this could find its way back into position easier, because if I were to go like this, oh, now the seat's locked in that position. And now I want it to go back more, I have to, I can't reach in here. There's no room. So this goes back again, and then you got to push the seat, and then here, and then wow, the seat's really upright. Well, now I have to adjust that into the same angle as the other seat to make it more comfortable. So kind of a misconstrued system. Maybe that's not the right word. A system that wasn't thought out very well. This is just right here. So I guess you could get it by putting your hand underneath like that. But no system's going to be perfect, but I find a lot of the minivan seats are like that for some reason. I'd like them to be easier. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. This is your center seat. Probably not the most comfy center seat if you've got these cushions not lining up properly. This is where the seat belt goes in. And then not only is it your center seat, but this is also your console that is on rails. So this console can work its way all the way up to the front if you want to use it as a console. And then you get a pass through here that you can get into the rear seat, so it solves that seat problem. How do we move this? Let's get it up there. Okay, well, I can't actually get it all the way up there from this position. I'd have to go into the front to do it. But as you can see, you have a decent pathway. You can walk through here easily. And now you're in the back. And you can flip your TV trays in the upper position. You get cup holders here, 2 of them, and a little place to put snacks or something. Here in the back, you also get a cup holder in the side, a little slot. Exact same thing on this side. I'm not sure why, but a lot of cars will do like asymmetrical design where one will get a cup holder and the other one won't. It's really weird. Your heats, HVAC is all up there, and your controls are here. So only in the back seats, only this person gets to use them. If this person wants to control the HVAC, they can't. Oftentimes it's going to be up in the middle so that both parties can reach it. That said, there's probably going to be kids in here, and only adults would be able to reach controls, either of them, while sitting in the seat. Okay, so your center console here has a cup holder and a place. I showed you that already. Let's just move this back. Okay. And power close the door. We'll go into the front now. So, door card is pretty standard, pretty basic, not much to talk about. It has the regular power windows. The auto is only for the driver though, so everyone else has to hold down, or you have to hold down the button for someone else's window. Seats here are pretty standard economy van style. As you can see, I feel like it's a little close to the pedals for my liking. Also, the seat, when we got the vehicle, was in the full up position, meaning it was most likely a woman driver for this, or a very tiny man. Okay, steering wheel, for having over 140,000 kilometers, is actually in pretty nice condition, I would say. Okay, we have buttons for the power sliding doors, so you can open them from here. You also have lane departure warning. The gauges are nice looking, but it's kind of weird. You get the steering wheel instead of being able to see them. I suppose you could lower the steering wheel if you want, and now I can see them, but the steering wheel feels like it's too close to my legs. So I don't think it's a huge issue. You can find something that's comfortable for you. You can raise or lower the seats. Let's just get some system on here. Okay, the AC looks like it works fine. The shifting looks like it works fine. Mechanically, everything looks A-okay. We got a lot of cubbies here. There's this. Glove box is huge. And yet one here too, where the gauges should be. Okay. No bad smells inside, but it is fairly dirty. You can see places like this need to be cleaned out. Do not close when storage is used. So if you have drinks in here, don't close. Kind of a silly thing to write. A little storage container down, or a slot here. And a cigarette lighter adapter there for powering things. I believe that's the only cigarette lighter adapter that you get. Traction control. Power door on and off. Yeah. Oh, and here's the flip down monitor. Let's just go have a look at that from the other side. And it's getting dark. It's a darker day, and it's almost the shortest day of the year. Okay, this is car navi. Resolution, you can't see it because it's all blurry, it won't focus on it, but the resolution looks pretty high. Looking at it again, maybe not so much. Maybe I need to check my eyes. Looks like maybe 720, which is not bad. It's in a car. You don't need 1080 or higher. Okay. Well, I think we're done looking at the Serena. Oh, this slipper came inside the engine room. I don't think that I've ever seen a slipper in an engine room. It was just sitting there. Weirdest thing. Yeah. Anyways, that's going to be the end of the report. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.